So today we're going to learn how to create this beautiful grape fruit, and this is for a table runner. Some of you that have been following me from the start, way from the start, must have seen already my mega flower, which is a purple one, a huge one with the braided table runner centerpiece. And at the beginning, I didn't know the crochet codes at that point, so I explained my own way, which makes it a little bit difficult sometimes for you guys to understand because I did not know the codes. And also the app that I used back then was horrible. It was very small screen, so you couldn't really see it clearly. And I've been asked a few times to recreate it, which the first few videos at the beginning, I have been creating a few pieces already just to update you on it, to have a better view and a better understanding of the stitch. So I will be doing the centerpiece, the braided table runner. The only difference I'm going to do, I'm not going to use the mega flower, but if you want to, I already have a tutorial that I had recreated of the mega flower. So it's on the playlist. You could always go into the playlist and look for mega flower because there's a few of them there, and you can choose from there. We're going to create this grapes. You can use whatever color you want for the grapes, either on the light green or the purples or darker shaded purples. It's up to you. The leaves, of course, the tutorial is there in my playlist, but once I do the centerpiece, or I'll even link below here the link to these leaves. This will be added on to the table runner instead of the mega flower, which I will be doing this in one end of the centerpiece, and I have the other one that I have created, which will be at the other end of the centerpiece. So we're going to do the grapes. The tutorial is already on this. I launched the tutorial yesterday, so you can go there. I'll link below and create. We'll need these things, so I suggest you creating them before starting the table centerpiece, because then you'll have this already ready to glue it on, stitch it on, however you like to do it. I glue my stuff on. The only difference I'm going to do, I'm probably going to give about 2 or 3 stitch sewing at the edge here, so this can stay flat and not up, if you know what I mean. It will be glued and 2 or 3 stitch right there. Okay, so we're going to get started on the grape. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please give a thumbs up. Please share the video or my channel on your Facebook group, public, or to your friends and family. This is the only way the channel can grow, is by being recognized, by sharing. Sharing is caring. Remember that. And please consider donating and helping the women in need of thread. I can't stress enough asking you guys to help out. Okay, so let's get started. These are 4 plies. 100% cotton thread, which you can use this gorgeous color. I was debating if I was going to use this color or maybe a half, but then I decided to go all the way through with the same color. 4 ply, 100% cotton thread. This is the same thing as Aunt Lydia, just a little tiny bit thinner, but not by much. I will be using a 3.5 hook, of course, a pair of scissors, and a little small one to tuck in loose ends. Okay, so let's get started, everyone. Just want to remind you that you will see on the tutorial, of course, if you're going to do the rings. I call them the donuts. Don't they look like donuts? Seriously. You will need pillow foam filling. So you might get, the bags off your dollar store, Dollar Tree, whatever, Michael's, anywhere that they sell these bags, and they're not expensive, very cheap bags. Walmart, they have bags for the filling of the pillows, the foam. This is with sponge foam filling that was in a pillow that I haven't used. It was still in the plastic, so I opened it up and used it for this. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is your magic circle, or a 3 chain. Come inside and do chain 4. That will be a triple. triple. So chain 4 would be considered as a triple crochet. Now I'm just going to close it up over here like this well, and I'm going to do 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to come inside of this triple and do 8 double crochets with the chain 4. It will be 9 double crochets total. 2, 4, 6, 7. If your stitch is too loose, then at the chain 4, do only chain 3. I'm only doing chain 4 for this first one. The rest of them will be a 3. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Chain 1. And then 9 more double crochets inside of the other triple. Hiding my thread at the same time. So I'm done the 9 double crochets on this side of the triple, 1 chain and 9 on this side. Now I'm just going to tuck in this thread here so I can get it out of the way. This is my leftover thread, and I'm just going to go through the loops here to hide it so it does not get in my way. And then cut the excess off. Okay, so I've done my 9. I have my first grape. We're going to start building the second row to prepare the row to do the next 2 grapes. So chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the group of 2 triple crochet. Always a row of groups of 2 triple crochet to prepare the next row for the grapes. Chain 2. We're going in the center of the grape and do the 2 groups, always by 2s, triple crochet. Chain 2, and always at the beginning of the grape you will always until the end have 2 triple, and always at the end of the grape also. I'm not going to do the triple on the chain that we went up. I'm going to do it on the second double crochet. So another triple in the same space. So basically I have this row prepared for my 2 grapes that are going to be built in here. Now we're going to do 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to work on this triple 9 double crochets. That's including with the 3 chains that I went up. Okay, so I'm going to do my 9 double crochets. I'm going to do 1 chain always, and now I'm going to work on this triple. So I'm just going to turn my pattern a bit to help me and create the 9 double crochets to complete my grape. So now I've done my 9, and I've done my first grape for the 2 grapes that we're going to do. We're always going to have a grape when we're creating the grape, always the same way, a grape, and in between the triple a single, no space between them, always. And then again, we're going to work on this triple here. So we're going to turn our pattern a bit and create again the 9 double crochets to complete the 2 grapes because we are increasing. So I'm going to do my 9, one single, and then my 9 coming up. So I've done my 9, 1 chain. I'm going to work on this triple. So I turn my pattern and do my 9 double crochets to complete my 2 grapes. And so I've done my 9, and here's my 2 grapes. Okay, get you a little bit closer. Okay, so we did our 9, and where we have, so we're in the back now, okay? Where we have the 2 triples, we're going to come in and do a single. So we're always going to have a row like this, and then a row of triple. So we're on the back part, okay? We're going to come and work on this one here. So we're going to come in, turn it like that, and we're going to do our 9 double crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, 1 chain, and now we're going to work on this triple. So we're just going to turn our pattern. Now it's facing the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So now we have created our 2 grapes. Now we need to set up the next row to prepare for the buildup of the grapes again. So here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's for triple. We're going to come back in here. Remember, I always told you, we always have to have groups at the end, at the middle. We will have it here because we have to increase, right? At the single, in the middle, and at the end again. So chain 2. We're going to come into the middle of the grape and create our 2 groups of triple. We're preparing this row for the next row for the grapes. So you're going to have it like that. 2 chain. Again, we're going to come where? In the center here between the grapes where the single is, and create the 2 groups. It will always be like this now, each time you prepare for the grapes, because you have to keep increasing. So now we have 1, 2, we'll have 3. So we'll have the space to do the 3. 2 chain, come into the center, and do triple. Okay, 1, 2. We're not going to do the where we did the chain here. We're coming into the second space here, the second double crochet, and do our triple again. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of 2. Now we're going to create the grapes on these triples. So chain 3, we're coming inside and create the 8 double crochets with chain 3 will be 9, 6, 7, 8, and 9. One chain space. We're going to work on the other triple and create our 9 double crochets. Okay, so I've done my 9. We're going to turn this to the back. Now we have the 2 groups here. Remember, we have to do a single, exactly like we did on the other one. And we're going to have to come and work on this one here. We're on the back part. So I'm going to turn around. So we always remember that you have to do grape, single, grape, single, and then grape. Okay? So you can't go wrong. 2, 3, 4. I've done my 9, so now I have to work on this triple here, which is part of that group, right? One chain. So you know you always have to build your grapes on the groups that you've created. So you do your 9 double crochets. I've done my 9. I'm going to turn to the back, and I'm coming into the other triples and do my single. Remember what I said. You do a grape, you do a single, you do a grape, you do a single. So now we just did the single, we need to do the grape. So we are going to work on the triple here. We are in the back part. So you're going to turn it to the front like that and do your 9 double crochets. Now next row, we're going to prepare again those triple for the next 4 grapes, right? I'm going to continue to do my 9, 1 chain, and then I'm going to work on this triple here, which is part of the group. So now we finished doing, of course, it's all crumpled up, but once you have them all in, then you would come and you'd stretch them. So we have 1, 2 grapes, 3 grapes. Now we're going to prepare the rope for the 4 grapes. So we finished doing the 9 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you know you have your triples to do only after you've completed the grapes, right? So on the same space here, we're creating a group again of triple. Chain 2. Remember what I told you, we always have to come into the center of the grape and create the triple. So now we have 2 groups. Chain 2. Remember, we have to come into the center now where we have the single, because this row is only triples, right? Only the next row will be grape, single, and then 1 row just triples. Chain 2, coming into the center of the grape always. Chain 2, coming into the single. So you have to remember, we start off with a 4th chain. At the corners, we always have the group. At the next corner, we always have the group. We always have the group in the center. We always have the group in the singles. This is for us to increase, right? Chain 2. Don't forget the center. I have forgotten a few times when I was creating the other one, and then I had to take it down and redo it again. Okay? And then on the last one. Now I'm not going to use the first, I'm using the second. So I'm not using the chain weaving up 3 or 4, I should say. No, 3. And I'm using the second double crochet to create my 2 groups. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 groups of triple. Okay, so again, chain 3, we're going to create our grapes. So we come right in and do the 8 double crochet. Now if you have a hard time, of course, the 8 double crochet, because we have chain 3 makes 9. You could always go back, pause, look at it, slow down the video, turn your closed caption on, read, take notes. 2, 4, 6, 8. One more, 9. A chain between them, and then we're working on the next triple, which is part of this group. Always you have to make the 9 double crochets on your triple where the groups of 2 triples are. So that being said, not the next triple that you are going to do, the 9, you have to do the 9, 9 in the same group of triples. So that's another clue if you're making a mistake. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So now we have 9 on this side, 9 on the other. Now remember what I've told you. Grape in between the triple, single, right? And now we're going to work on this one here. So you're going to turn around to the front or the side here and do your 9 double crochets. And of course, after doing the 9, you're going to do the single and you're going to work on the other triple of the same group. So 2, 4, 6, 8, one more, 9. Chain 1. Now you're working on the other triple of this same group. So you're going to do your 9 again. So each grape has 18 double crochets, 9 on one side and 9 on the other. Two, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Just adjust it here. Turn to the back into the center of the other group, single, because we do grape, single, grape, single. Now we're going to do the grape. That means we're on the back part. We're going to work on this one, 9, and then we're going to work the other 9 on this one with 1 chain separation. So turn it around to the side, make it easier for you, and do your 9. Okay, so I'm going to complete my 9. I'm going to do my 1 chain. I'm going to come up my other 9. Okay, so I've done my 9, 9. I'm going to turn it to the back again. I'm going to come in between and do my single. And then again, we have the last one here at the corner, so I've got to work on this one. I'm going to turn it around to the side here and create my last grape. So 9 double crochets, 1 chain, and then 9 more. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my 9. Okay, pretty much finished doing my 9 again. So, you know, you're always going to fix it at the end when you finish all of your grapes. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to create 2 more, or prepare 2 more rows for 2 more rows of grapes until we have 6 grapes. Okay, so again, we need to prepare the groups to create the grapes, right? So 2, 3, 4, triple, So you know that when you're doing the triple, here's another idea. You are doing the triple facing front. When you're doing grapes, you're doing grapes from the back. Chain 2 into the single, or no, into the middle, sorry. Always having in the middle. Almost jumped that one, didn't I? How awful. Chain 2 and into the middle where the single is, and triple. So we're creating the groups again. Chain 2, triple into the middle of the grape. So doing the triples is always by the front, doing the grapes is from the back, turning your pattern to the front, of course, you know. Chain 2 into the middle. It's very tricky about forgetting so fast the middle of the grapes. You must create your triple into the middle. Chain 2 into the single. Chain 2 into the middle, and always at the beginning and at the end of your grape. Chain 2, not the chain that we started the 9 double crochets, but on the second double crochet we're doing the group. Okay, so I'm going to continue mine, and then I'll come back to you how we're going to decrease the grapes afterwards. So now you know that you have to do 1, 2, 3, and do your 9 double crochets, and then 1 chain, and then 9 double crochets. So you're going to create your grape, and then you're going to do your single. Remember, always 1 grape, 1 single, 1 grape, 1 single. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 1 chain, come back, turn your pattern, and do your 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Turn to the back, go into the first triple, and you do your single. And then you're going to work on the, remember from the back, we always working with the grapes from the back. So we're going to do on this first one here, of course we are on the back side. You're going to turn your pattern a bit, and you're going to work it from the side, make it easier for you. Okay, and create your 9 double crochets, and then 1 single, not 1 single, 1 chain, and then 9 double crochets again. Then you go directly into the triple and do your single. Okay, so I'm going to continue from here, and I'll meet you at the end of my 6 grapes. Okay. Okay, everyone, so I have my 6 grapes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we're going to decrease like we have on here. So I have my 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4 until 3. Okay, so we're going to decrease now. So this is very fast doing. We're going to do 1, 2 chain. I'm coming into the center with single, 1, 2 chain. I'm coming in to where we have the single here, and do a single, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to create again our triples to prepare for the 5 grapes. Okay, chain 2, coming into the center again, and again the triple, creating the groups, chain 2. So we don't do the first grape and we don't do the last grape. Coming into the single, we are decreasing. We're shaping into a triangle, right? Chain 2 into the middle of the grape, see if I can get you a little bit closer here. I think it's best. Chain 2 into the single, doing our 2 triples, chain 2 into the center of the grape, chain 2 into the single, chain 2 into the center of the grape, and chain 2 into the single. So we don't do the last grape. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 groups. We don't do the first grape here, and we don't do the last. So we're going to prepare again to do our grape. 1, 2, 3. Come into your triple and do your 9. The same way as we've been doing. We're just decreasing. So I'm going to do my 9. That means 9 here, 1 chain, and 9 here. So I've done my 9. We're in the back, remember. So after the grape, we do the single, always, no chain between them. And then come and work on our triple here. So you got to turn it to the side to, like we've been doing with the other grapes. And create your 9. So I finished creating the second grape here, coming in directly into the other group with a single, turn around a bit and work on the triple and create your groups again. Okay, so I'm going to continue this until my last one, and then I'll come back to you on the last one. Okay, so I finished my 5 grapes. We're going to decrease again exactly like we did. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to prepare for the 4 grapes. Okay, very simple. We're going to do the same thing. 1, 2, come in, single. 1, 2, come into your single, single. 1, 2, 3, 4. Prepare for your triple, chain 2, come into the center of the grape. Same thing as we've been doing, we're just decreasing. We're not doing the first grape and we're not doing the last grape. Chain 2 into the center. Always creating the groups of 2 triple together and always going in the middle of the grape and into the single next to the grape. And into the last single here. Okay, so we're not doing the first and we're not doing the last. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you're going to do 1, 2, 3 and create your grapes again. Always 1 grape, 1 single, 1 grape, 1 single. Okay, so you know that on the next row, when you finish doing your grapes, you're going to have to do chain 2, single, chain 2 directly into the single, and then do 4 chain. And that will be the last one with the 3 grapes, and then we can cut our thread. Okay, so I'm going to continue to do my 3 grapes. Well, now it's 4, and then I'm going to prepare for the third one. And then I'll come back to you at the end of my grapes when I have 3 left. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished doing. Of course, it looks all crumpled up because we've been working on it. But then, you would just fix it nicely, stretch it where we have that 1 chain, stretch it down so it can stay nice and straight. Anyway, I'll still be working on it to glue. So I have my 3 grapes left. Now you can continue until 1 if you wanted to make a whole triangle. I'm going to cut here because this is all I need for my pattern that I'm going to work on and do the tutorial. Then you would just come and tuck in your loose ends. Now remembering you can use this for any pattern you'd like. Not necessarily just, for the one that I'm going to create, but for anything. I remember back then, over 40 years ago, my grandmother, she used to make a lot of these, and she used to make sort of like, she would go all the way to the top to 1 grape only, and then make a little ring up top like for hang on the wall. And she would make this for the pans to lay on top when it was hot, or she'd do like 2 strings on each side, like chain stitch or singles, or half double crochets, and she would tie it to the wine bottles as a decoration up front. She would go all the way to 1 only, and then she'd have 2 strings, and then put it like this in front of the bottle, the wine bottle. So she'd do it in red and put it into the red, and then she'd do it in light green or white and going to the white wine. So it was really pretty. Okay, so this is how it's going to be, and then I'll have one on one side, and I'll have the other one on the other side. And then, of course, I'll have these with my leaves. Now, so far, I think I'm going to use only 4 leaves each. But, sometimes I change ideas and I go with the flow and see how best I like it. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please give it a thumbs up. I hope you're going to, join me on the table runner and create it. And if you're not subscribed yet, please do so. Hit that bell notification, very important to be notified of my new uploads. I send you much love, much hugs, a shout out to all my girls. And I'll see you in the next tutorial. Thank you, everyone, for all your support and your beautiful comments. God bless. I give you lots of love and lots of hugs. Thank you. Bye-bye.